Hi guys, welcome back again. So some of you might have seen the video I posted yesterday, and I went into a little bit more detail about where I've been and sort of what we'll be doing. So you can watch that video for that. But today in this video, I have this one last painting video, and so I thought we would continue the sketchbook series, and we're going to paint this chocolate. So you can see that it's got this really beautiful foiling. It's got the vintage font on here, and it's kind of old school. So I thought it would be really nice, and you can see that the lines are fairly simple, and then there's also some flourishes and things. So it's good to sort of push us as well, and get a little bit of practice in. So I've gotten out the palettes that we're going to use, and also you can see just that little strip of paper that I have squeezed some paint on from one of the last, I think it was the Jackson's Hole video, and so we're going to use that as well. And you can see here I'm just actually using the box itself to rule out where we're going to start painting. So I'm using these two Supercolor Softs to sketch instead of a sketching pencil. These work well with the colour, and basically this is just a really good exercise in like looking at the dimensions of something and sort of trying to fit everything in here. So we're breaking it down into smaller areas, and there's a lot of linear kind of work in here, so that makes everything a little bit easier. You've got the diagonal lines, the diagonal boxes, circles, and you can see the little border there, and so there's a few things to kind of stretch us, and then there's also things just that are pretty simple. And then we've got this text here, so you can see that I'm just kind of going around it like that. So I kind of show you how I'm looking at the shapes, and then I put them onto the paper. So one of the things when you're beginning is to look for something where there's fairly simple lines, and then you can see like the scalloped edges there. They make a really pretty border, but they're not that difficult. And there's a lot of, like I said, just line work here, which is pretty simple. There might be a couple of things that challenge you, so like with the font, or with like the little leaves and the circles, but that's a good thing. You can spend just a few more minutes on that. You can see here, like it's just more circles here, circular kind of vines, and then a leaf at the end, and just kind of fitting that in. So I didn't exactly follow the pattern here. I've just kind of gone off on my own and just done these kind of circular motifs and added some leaves in. So you can see here at the bottom, I am kind of trying to break it down and center everything as well. So I put in the brackets there first, and it's a bit hard to do it on camera while I was holding the phone. So yeah, I didn't get everything on camera there, but you can kind of see how I was breaking that down into different areas. And then here, I really love this box with the lines around it. So there's not an actual line that's creating the box, but there's just these lines that come in. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can see on the packaging that it doesn't have like a solid line. It's just those horizontal lines that create that shape in the middle, that create that negative space. So I really liked that as well. So I didn't have the Isero on hand here. This would be a really good place to use it, the Eternal Summit, if you have that one. Or here I'm just using the Schmincke Cobalt Turquoise and mixing it with some white to create like a lighter, a really pale powder blue. Now you can just use water to thin out the, a blue colour, but I really like the creaminess that and the kind of body that the white gives it. So it's always one thing to note when you're thinking and learning and kind of trying to figure out your own style. Do you like it more transparent? In which case, you would just use water and not white. Or do you like that sort of thicker consistency? And those are kind of, personal stylistic preferences. Oh, and this brush is the Escoda Versatile number 20. So it's a synthetic brush. It doesn't hold, for a large brush like this, it doesn't hold much water, which is quite good in some instances. But at this point, I would have been using, my regular Escoda Reserva number 6, but it was upstairs and I thought if I go up to get it, I won't get the video done. So I just used what I had, on me at the time. So one of the things you can see me doing here is just blocking in the blue colour underneath, and I really like this about this project is that you can block in the pale blue underneath, and then a lot of the detail is going to be done with the Winsor & Newton Gold ink, which if you've followed the channel you know I really love. So it's a really the simplicity is really nice like that as well, to how much, so they've taken all these complex shapes, but some of the areas are quite simple, which makes it all cohesive. So I think next we do the lettering, and like I said, if I had a smaller brush that would definitely be more ideal for this situation. So I'm not using a larger brush for any reason other than that's just what was there. But while we're painting, I thought I would just go over a couple of questions that I've been getting as well. And so first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone's support and encouragement and messages. So I just want to assure you, I am not leaving YouTube. This is not goodbye. I have had some issues which I talked about in the May nature vlog that I uploaded yesterday. So you can look at that for like more details and everything. So yeah, I will be sort of reintroducing videos slowly, and so for the next few weeks on Thursdays I will do kind of catch up videos for the nature vlog. So I will try and also maybe post a little extra video, maybe a sketchbook flip through or something that's just easy that I can kind of cope with filming maybe on Tuesday and Saturday. I'm not sure, like Tuesday or Saturday. But for now, definitely the Thursday videos will be there. And I wanted to kind of announce that in this video because I think even if you have subscribed and hit the notification bell, you may not get notified because there's no watercolor in them. They're just the nature vlogs. So now you can see that we are waiting for the paint to dry before we start putting any of the gold detailing over the top. Also, there's a couple of extra little things we have to paint here as well, but yeah, so yesterday we did the May Nature Journal. Next week we'll do June, then July, and then we'll be caught up to August. And so the other question that I get a lot, and I am really shocked by this actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. So I often get quite a lot of interest on the growth of the channel and people asking what they can do to help. So we will kind of go over that as well. And also I have gotten a few comments which I have been really shocked by. The first time, like, I was so shocked, and then it's come in a couple of times since then, and it was about getting, that the channel should have, in their opinion, the channel should have 1 million followers, and I was really blown away by that, and I was really so thankful for that encouragement at that time, because I think it was around the time I was deliberating. I didn't really feel like the videos were up to par, and so I was thinking of not continuing. So yes, but I obviously am still here, and I'm not going anywhere, but I'm not super concerned. I think I've been thinking about this back and forth, and I'm not super concerned about, the channel growing exponentially. Like, I feel sometimes, we've gotten to 2,000 in a year, and I would be happy with 10,000 subscribers. I don't know that I really could, I don't know, it's a lot of pressure. I feel like a lot of YouTubers are very sort of attuned to the presenter or like a performing lifestyle. Like, they want to sort of be in the limelight, and that really calls to them. And for me, I just started YouTube because I wanted to kind of add to the conversation, where I was kind of seeing a lot of palettes and with just like ultramarine blue, cadmium red, and yellow ochre. And I just wanted to kind of put my voice out there that, you can use shell pink, you can use shimmer colours, pick any colours that make you happy. So that's just kind of the little bit of input that I wanted to have. And I guess another huge issue for me is just safety. Like, I don't know, I've heard some stories that I just think, it's always good to be cautious, and sometimes I do get pretty disconcerting comments and messages. So, that's a huge kind of point for me. So yeah, I'm not really, on here trying to sort of get to win any popularity awards or anything. I would like the channel to just slowly grow and sort of comfortably reach somewhere that is just a nice kind of, just a nice community. And I think we are really doing that. And I'm so thankful for all of you and just your kind comments. And my mum was actually saying to me the other day, I think that if people so I think it's a little bit more obvious on YouTube that I do feel quite insecure and quite worried about like the voiceovers really stress me out and stuff like that. And Mum was saying people who know you in real life would never ever guess that you have like a lot of self-doubt and just get anxious about everything. So I feel like it's a bit more difficult on YouTube because kind of instead of having a dialogue, you're kind of just filling in the blanks. And I always feel like it's really nice when you're having a conversation and it ebbs and flows, and you can kind of meander off and take a whole hour to talk about something that wasn't really a main focus, but that's where you kind of both wanted to talk about something, and then you can go off somewhere else. But I never really know is what I'm saying relevant or blah blah. I don't know, I guess sometimes I just feel like it might be a bit boring, and there are so many wonderful YouTubers, and so even this week I wasn't going to post anything for still a few weeks, but I've been getting quite a few requests, so I'm very happy to try and get some videos going as I can, and I just want to say thank you. You guys really believe in the channel and really enjoy supporting it, and that makes the channel, that's what it's about, because it's just sort of having a conversation about art and about creating. And that's, why I started it, so we could kind of create and discuss things like this together. So, yeah, I really appreciate it. So, having said all that, if you are thinking, how could you support the channel, there are quite, I think a lot of YouTubers talk about this, and I think I just often run out of time to say it as well at the end, but subscribe to the channel, like the videos, give them a thumbs up. Did I say that? Like them. And let's see, ring the notification bell. You can share the videos. I was so shocked last year. So YouTube gives you like a little report card saying, you've gotten this many 100,000, views and likes and all this stuff. And then I got on there that there was like 230 or something shares, and I was really shocked that you guys were sharing channel, and I really, that was my favorite thing. It wasn't the highest number on there, but it was the most favorite number. It was really special, so I really appreciated that. So definitely, if you want to support the channel, share it with anyone you think might like it, or on your social media. And the last thing I think is comment. So I hesitate to say this because for me, the comments are not about growing the channel. I really enjoy, that's just my favorite part of the video, is being able to reply to you guys and have a little chat in the comments, and sharing, just sharing. So but it does help the channel. So if you are a bit shy and you've been thinking maybe to comment but you're not sure, please comment, consider commenting. I really enjoy talking with you in the comments, and sharing information about supplies and about all kinds of things. So I feel like in the videos you get a little glimpse into my life, and then I really enjoy things that you guys tell me about where you are in the world and what you're doing and how their videos can relate or things like that. I really love it. So, but I think that is probably all I need to say about that. So yeah, there will be a video, like I said, coming for the next few Thursdays, and then I have a palette, so a whole kind of palette rearrange that will be coming up. I'm still waiting for a couple of packages that have been kind of redirected, and they're still sitting somewhere. So pandemic post isn't great, but then we've also had kind of moving and redirected pandemic posts, so it's all a little bit slow. But there are some exciting palette kind of things coming up. And yeah, there's some really nice things I'd like to try and paint. So once I have like my desk set up again and my back is fine and everything, we will get to painting. So you can see there that I was working on mixing up this chocolate colour. So I used the Daniel Smith Van Dyke Brown, and it's just a really dark brown. And then I used the Daniel Smith Raw Umber Violet. So any violet earth and a really dark brown, mostly the dark brown, but with a little bit of that violet earth, just gives it a little bit more richness. Or you can just add a little bit of purple to a dark brown and that will work as well. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and didn't mind the ramblings, and I will definitely see you next Thursday and with possibly another video. We'll see how it goes, but have a lovely weekend and I will see you next week. Bye.